Welcome back to Mountain Connections on this Wednesday. I recently had the opportunity to speak with author Lindsay Marcott all about her new novel, Mrs. Rochester's Ghost. She has written 6 previous novels that have been translated into 11 different languages and used for cable. She's a screenwriter as well. I really enjoyed our conversation about this fun new book. Here's more.
Right now, I'm speaking with author Lindsay Marcott on her newest novel, Mrs. Rochester's Ghost. Lindsay, thanks so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you, Christy. It's great to be here.
Well, I'm really looking forward to hearing more about this story. So tell me a little bit about how you utilize the classic story of Jane Eyre and how it stays relevant to every generation and how that relates to this book.
Well, the classic story, as everybody knows, is about a young, vulnerable woman coming to a mysterious, rather secluded estate owned by a man who harbors a dark secret. And the thing that makes it so relevant for modern women is that Jane, as a character, even though she has really no power of her own, always retains her independence. She remains her own woman. She will do what's right and what she feels she has to do, even at the risk of losing everything. And I have turned that into a suspense story where she suspects this man who she's fallen in love with might be a murderer, and also suspects she might be haunted by a ghost.
And I understand you investigate this modern social dynamic between a female employee and a male employer.
Yes. Well, it is something that's so relevant to women today after Me Too, but it's always been going on, especially a young woman who has no power of her own, basically, and needs or perhaps desperately wants a job, and yet refuses to sacrifice her independence. And I think that's what we all strive for, to maintain our sense of ourselves and not have to be dependent on a man, and yet not totally sacrifice our own emotions and desires as well. It's a tightrope.
And tell me a little bit more about the setting and how California's Coast is the newest Gothic book setting.
Well, it's so romantic. It is dramatically beautiful. Big Sur is one of the most gorgeous places in the world. It's also very treacherous. There are landslides and fires, and people drown in the treacherous surf. And the two things combined, the spectacular beauty and that sense of danger, make it the perfect setting for a Gothic suspense book.
Oh, it just sounds incredible. I can't wait to read it. Tell me a little bit more about your career. You've been very successful as a celebrity journalist and a screenwriter. And how does that affect your writing novels now?
Well, I think with journalism was really great for character, because you have to, as you know, an interviewer, establish who you are talking to and what their story is so quickly. And screenwriting, it's all about telling a story so economically and vividly. You only have 2 hours, usually less, on a screen to do it. So the two things combined were excellent training for novel writers.
And are you excited to get this out there? Is there anything that you're, nervous about, or is there a part of the book that you're just really anxious to speak about readers, or how does it feel to be putting this out there?
Oh, it's fantastic, and it's terrific that it's already on the bestseller list on an ebook on Kindle. So the hardcover will be coming out in a week. And yes, the all new twists and turns that I've discovered for this story, I think I'm really excited to be hearing how people respond to that.
And I'm so looking forward to reading it. I love how you've taken that source material and created just your own take on it. It's been such a pleasure speaking with you, Lindsay. How can we find out more information about you? And is the book available everywhere?
The book will be available everywhere, yes. I'm on lindsaymarcott.com is my website, also my Amazon page. has quite a bit about me.
Well, thank you so much, Lindsay Marcott, author of Mrs. Rochester's Ghost, which is a thriller. So looking forward to digging into this novel, and it's been so fun meeting you and talking with you today. I appreciate your time.
Thanks. It's been really fun to be here.